Thursday, March 10th, 2022. Mr. PEAMANOID makes his first appearance to his freshly made TikTok account, introducing himself to TikTok, where he comes out of a pitch black room, falling face first onto the ground, and attacking the camera, all while he dons a pea shooter Halloween costume. He didn't make his account to just entertain people. He created the account to get back at an old group of people he used to spend most of his time with 5 months prior, known as the Plasma Group. He intended to get back at them by blowing up his TikTok account, so that he could rub his newfound success in the faces of the Plasma Group. He hated them, because before the PEAMANOID created his current account, he previously ran a mildly successful TikTok account that produced PVZ content called Pea Shooter Official. And the Plasma Group played a crucial role in the account's downfall by exposing him for his aggressive and trolly online behavior, and caused his hatred for the Plasma Group, and paved the way for his mission. His first video didn't do so well, and flopped, but 3 days later, he would go on to post 4 more videos, and these 4 videos would do way better than his first. These 4 videos would gain PEAMANOID around 15,000 followers not even a week into growing his account. The account gained the attention of the Plasma Group, and just like how he wanted them to, they had become upset at PEAMANOID's newfound success after they thought they managed to get rid of him a few months earlier. PEAMANOID had heard of the Plasma Group's anger at his newfound success through word of mouth, so he continued to grow his account more throughout the next month, and as he did, he met Felix Murphy. He was 2 years older than PEAMANOID, so PEAMANOID saw him as wise and someone who he could look up to. Murphy also suffered from cancer, and had only a year to live, so PEAMANOID felt bad for him, and would let Murphy take him under his wing, and doing so, Murphy aided him in growing his account, feeding him video ideas, and became the mastermind for half the videos that he created. As PEAMANOID continued to build his account with Murphy's help, he noticed something that he never did with his previous account. He was gaining a fan base. They wouldn't just follow him because they liked his content, they were avid followers of his, and when PEAMANOID noticed this, he wanted to find a way to interact with his fan base. He owned an old Discord server called the PPN, that died alongside the Pea Shooter official TikTok account. PEAMANOID would then reopen the server for his growing fan base to join, reviving the PPN, and now having a direct way to interact with his fan base. PEAMANOID, trusting Felix Murphy for his work on helping him with content, granted him mod, but PEAMANOID, being a clueless 12-year-old kid, was unaware that he didn't just give him mod, he gave him administrative powers over the server, essentially making Murphy the second in command to PEAMANOID. On April 11th, PEAMANOID announced a fan art contest, with the winners earning a fresh warm jug of his own urine. The fan art contest went without any issues, but after it ended, suspicious people began joining the server. The newer people who were joining were more prone to breaking the server's rules, and got punished more than the older members. Even though it was becoming more and more clear that something bad was going on, nobody suspected anything of the growing issue. Weeks later, in May, on an unknown date, an older member of the PPN accidentally leaked his credit card information. With the credit card holding over $1,000, a newer member started threatening to take the member's credit card information. People began panicking for the safety of the older member's credit card information until PEAMANOID stepped in, and banned the member who was threatening the older member's credit card information. People calmed down after he stepped in to stop the person, but a while later that day, as PEAMANOID was about to go to sleep, a presumed alt account of the person who PEAMANOID banned joined, and began spamming a gif of a naked black man bouncing on a giant pink dildo. PEAMANOID banned the presumed alt, but when he banned it, an immeasurable amount of people began joining the server, and began to raid it, most of them spamming the same gif that the same banned member was. But some of them were now spamming child pornography. PEAMANOID, alongside some of the mods, banned the wave of raiders, successfully suppressing the raid. Hours later, when Peamanoid and majority of the server were offline since they were sleeping, a second wave of raiders appeared, but unlike the previous wave, the raiders had moderator and administrative powers over the PPN for unknown reasons. They raided again with more raiders being present, and they now had the ability to operate the server's bots as if they were normal Discord accounts, and used them to spam. They eventually nuked the server, and banned over 300 people overnight. 3/4 of the entire PPN was gone, and every channel was gone except for one, where one of the raiders left a single message before leaving, which said, "Yes, we banned everyone. Nigga 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 nigga." You get the point. The next morning, the Peamanoid saw what had happened. The PPN was beyond saving, so he decided that he would just delete the server, make another one in its replacement, and migrate his fanbase into it. But before Peamanoid deleted the PPN, his friend, Felix Murphy, offered Peamanoid and the remaining PPN members to migrate into his own server, that he called Krispy's Realm. Peamanoid would accept Murphy's offer, and Murphy would help him migrate the remaining members of the PPN into Krispy's Realm. Murphy would make Peamanoid co-owner of the server, and allowed Peamanoid to promote it. As Peamanoid and his fanbase settled in, he was introduced to the original members of Krispy's Realm. He met Grits, who was the younger brother of Felix Murphy, and would even meet Murphy's girlfriend, Sam. But besides those two, everyone else who was there before Peamanoid and his migrants did not get along with him. Peamanoid's members and the original members would constantly fight in the server, and since the original members were around for far much longer than Peamanoid's, they had the upper hand against them. Some had moderator powers, and would use them to bully Peamanoid's members, timing and kicking them. Both groups were used to different environments. Peamanoid's group of people were used to more order, and a better controlled environment where toxicity was suppressed, and everyone was friendly towards one another, while Murphy's group preferred an unruly, less controlled environment where one could do anything they wanted without any worry of being punished. The ideologies of both groups were the polar opposite from one another, causing them to fight. Peamanoid, being the server's co-owner, tried time and time again to bring order to Krispy's Realm, wanting to establish better rules, revoke the power of abusive moderators, and stop the constant fighting between groups. But his work on changing the server was faced with backlash by the original members, and was constantly thwarted by Murphy, creating tension between him and Peamanoid. Murphy himself would be thwarted by Peamanoid when it came to adding changes to the server. He added an NSFW channel into the server. The channel remained up for a few hours, and in those few hours, some of the server's original members posted lolly and child pornography. As soon as Peamanoid got online, he deleted the NSFW channel, and tried banning Murphy, but couldn't do anything to stop him since he was the owner. Peamanoid would begin to notice that the original members of Krispy's Realm behaved in similar manner to the raiders seen in the PPN, and would start investigating into the matter. He would go from member to member, asking them questions regarding server raids. Peamanoid would also meet Bazooka Man, an avid fan of his. Peamanoid did not like Bazooka Man. He would eventually interrogate Sam. She and Murphy went through a breakup in recent times, and now Sam was resentful of Murphy, so she exposed to Peamanoid that Murphy was someone who would raid and nuke Discord servers with members of Krispy's Realm, and funneled members from said servers into his own. Murphy had kept Peamanoid close to him as a way to further grow his own Discord server. Since Peamanoid had a decent online influence, he took this to his advantage and leeched onto him for more members. Felix Murphy was the one who organized the raid on the PPN. On July 5th, Peamanoid, Bazooka Man, Sam, and the PPN members left Krispy's Realm, and created a new server after Peamanoid told them the news that Murphy was the one who raided the PPN. Peamanoid named the new server the Pod P, and he would coin everyone who was a part of the Pod P, and anyone who was loyal to him as Ps. Murphy joined the server, but Peamanoid quickly banned him from Pod P before he got the chance to say anything, so Murphy organized a raid onto Pod P later that day. Over 90 Krispy's Realm members joined in under 5 minutes, and raided the server, flooding each channel with porn, gore, and child pornography. Peamanoid and the server mods quickly took action, and spent the next 10 or so minutes banning the raiders. The raid was so overwhelming, to the point where PEAMANOID's computer crashed while trying to run the Discord app. Most of the raiders who were banned went back to Krispy's realm and got onto alt accounts, so they could go back in and keep raiding. Sam would then try to make PEAMANOID rally the Peas, and raid Krispy's realm in retaliation. PEAMANOID listened. He alongside Bazooka Man, and the Peas went back into Krispy's realm, and started raiding the server, spamming ear rape videos. The members of Krispy's realm would then raid Pot P while the Peas were raiding their server. Both sides were raiding each other at the same time, until Grits stepped in, and in attempt to stop PEAMANOID from raiding Krispy's realm, nuked Krispy's realm with the same nuke bot that was used to destroy the PPN. Both raiders were banned from each other's servers, and on July 9th, PEAMANOID and Murphy would fight for the last time. They went to DMs arguing with each other, throwing insults, which then escalated in Murphy doxing PEAMANOID, but PEAMANOID, being armed with Murphy's personal information by Sam, doxed him back, and began to annoy and berate Murphy. Being overwhelmed, he forfeited to PEAMANOID, deleted his Discord server, and deactivated his account. The PEAMANOID with the help of his new friends took Murphy down. A couple weeks later, after the conflict ended, and PEAMANOID, who was now 13 years old, had a new idea for him and the Peas to have more fun. Despite him and Murphy disagreeing on everything, there was one thing that Murphy did that he found appealing. Raiding. And with raiding, he was going to further spread the word of who he was. He was the Pea Man.